It was a losing week on North American markets as investors wait to see how the trade talks between the U.S. and China pan out at the G20. Now, there is a degree of optimism going in, although there's been conflicting information coming out of the White House. Either way, Wall Street will likely have some sort of reaction on Monday. Bay Street, though, will be closed for Canada Day. Couple of stocks of note today. Shares in Nike finished lower after it missed earnings forecasts for the first time in years. And then shares in beer and wine maker Constellation Brands also moved higher on decent earnings and a better than expected guidance. The company, though, did take a hit to its bottom line because of its investment in Canadian cannabis company Canopy Growth. Economic growth in Canada was up by 0.3% in April, and that was better than expected. And that comes after growth of 0.5% in March. And that means we saw the best two-month GDP gain since 2017. Now, the oil and gas sector did provide a bit of a lift here as the Alberta government eased curtailments on production in April. All of this means that the odds of a rate cut in Canada have fallen. Markets are expecting rate cuts in the U.S. At the same time, business sentiment in Canada is also picking up. Bank of Canada says its latest survey reveals a slight improvement after a drop in sentiment earlier this year. The central bank says the survey of about 100 firms was done in May and June, and this pickup actually comes despite all the trade tensions. The narrative is also in line with what we heard from small businesses yesterday. And shares in Apple took a hit today after a report by the Wall Street Journal. The paper says the iPhone maker is shifting manufacturing of its new Mac Pro computer to China from the U.S. And that timing could be problematic for the U.S. president ahead of those trade talks with China tomorrow. This also is exactly the opposite of what Donald Trump wants to see. Now, one analyst says the move by Apple is probably not a big deal. This product is expensive and it's low volume. I'm Kris McCusker in the 680 Business Center for City News.